the power washer and the hose that goes with it, I have bought a reel. Instructions.
When I wake up, well I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out,
No leverage with this readjustable.
I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you.
Right, I've got this bit mounted together and plumbed up, but it's quite a sharp turn that needs to make. Don't know if I like it, the way it's set up at the moment. There's nothing else I can do right now unless I'd need to go get another fitting to make another 90 there. And then all these brackets, I don't really know how these go together. This, obviously, the bolt pattern lines up with the base of that. That goes on there. Those holes there line up with these two. But there's nowhere that 3 holes line up with anything. I'm confused now. It's almost like they've sent me 2 sets of brackets. After a bit of Googling, I think this bracket is just for a very different, well not a very different style, but a different style of pressure washer, so it's not going to suit mine. I'm going to take those brackets off and hopefully they'll take them back. I've done a wee bit of rearranging and that's going to fit a lot nicer. Perfect. Now I just need to figure out the best way of mounting this to my power washer there. I'm just cautious of the fact that that is roasting hot when it's running. I might need to rotate this 90 degrees to get a pressure reduction, get at it from the side there. It does mean all the weight's over the handles, because there's that reel plus the rest of the reel. There's probably about 40 meters worth of reel, which usually ends up sitting with water in it, so just cautious, it's going to be pretty heavy. 40 meters of reel full of water. A wee bit of angle in the dangle to match that angle. Chuck a bit of box section across there, mount it above the box section, that lifts it out the way of the heat. That's meant to have a heat guard on it, but it's vanished. Hello. I am. I can. Okay, how long are you going to be? Okay, fine. Right, see you soon. Gate lady, needing help. A little bit of nylock in here just because the power washer does vibrate a fair bit. Saves them all coming loose. Oh, you beauty. I still have 30 more meters, so I'm going to go and get it and see what it's like rolling up. Might be a bit tight in there, damn. Another great day. Yeah, there's no way it fits all of this. It is too long by literally 2 meters. It's just started to bind up along the bottom there. Oh, you can't pack it any tighter than that though, so either that I'll have to do, or there is a lot of weight up there in hose reel. See what it's like to lug about. Oh, it's not too bad actually. There's hardly any not fitting on. It's not worth taking the blue reel off and just leaving the black. Or maybe there is. That's hydraulic hose and it's a right pain to roll up. So that's going to be right handy. When you roll it out, it's all lying flat. It's not all coiled and needing unwound. And it takes you 5-10 minutes to untangle it all before you can get going. It's just a case of pull it out to where you want. The handle's got a wee lock on it, so it won't rotate at the moment. So undo the lock, spill out how much you need, then lock it again. You won't end up pulling loads of it out, just as much as you need. Next stage, chassis in a tank. and mount that all to the chassis and tank. Done, other than testing that there's no leaks. Big job on at the moment. Don't know if that jack's up to it. Got a few calves just a bit skittery. Window wipers on the back end. It's not a really messy back end, but it's definitely a bit of a kind of smear. I did take a dung sample down to the vets the other day, so there's no kind of serious traces of worms or fluke or coxy. Could just be a kind of influx of more grass since I've shifted them, or they're all starting to take on a bit more grass now. Their body's just responding a bit differently, taking the time to adapt to the diet. On the whole, I'm pretty happy with where all my cattle are at. Calves are growing, we're going to have them in this week, so we'll get some weights off them, see what kind of change in weights they put on since we put them out to grass. These two black ones, they're twins, 120, 121. It's funny how the twins all stay together in the field, and just groups of calves that are kind of born at the same age and spend a pen together up in the cattle shed. The whole time out in the field, generally they stay in the bunches. Where have you been, dog? You're soaking. And then I get all wet. Field of wheat to spray here, field of wheat to spray along at yard 3. Then we've got 160 acres to spray at yard 2. Field number 1 here, we'll call it the phone box field. Looks like this. Pre-em. Let's go. Done. Next field looks like this. Field number 2. Dum dum dum. Another one bites the dust. Fill up, then we're going to this field, which is slightly bigger than the rest. Which there's the picture, and there's the real actual field. You can see Kev. Just drilling the end rig. It is 12:05, so he will be currently tucking in to a sandwich. There'll be a few tankfuls in this field. Dunk's finished ploughing, so he's just blowing down the combine, ready to park it in there for the rest of the year. Dunk's blowing down the combine there. Flipping traffic! You think you live up a farm track, you wouldn't get much traffic. That is not the case. Between children and horses and gate lady. What, someone almost fell off?
Oh my god.
Who almost fell?
He just totally calmed Emily.
Good job, gate lady. I did offer you the seat in the forklift.
I don't mind that.
Looked like you minded it.
Huh? Did it?
Well, I didn't film it. I was concentrating on you not getting flattened.
Not getting squished?
Yeah.
No, I'd rather be that close up to them than like at like arm's length where I could get kicked.
What if they stood on your toes?
Yeah, well, that'd be an issue.
Thankfully, gate lady knows how to operate a forklift. Tilt. Lovely, jumply. It's the wrong way. Ah well, it'll do. Happy days. Just filling up the final tank. 1.2. Then that is us all sown and all sprayed up for winter crops other than wheat that's going in behind potatoes, but the potatoes are not lifted yet. We've had a brilliant spell. Since mid-harvest onwards, just got on with so much work. We've got a lot done. I do feel for the guys down south that have had battered with weather and flooding and crops that have gone in good order and now underwater. It's a shame. Thankfully we're on the right side of the weather at the moment. Hopefully it holds and hopefully the weather down there sorts itself out as well. We can all have a good turn at it. It's been a while since we've had a good turn of weather. Do about 5, maybe 6 steak nights. You can see all the people in there, or people are starting to fill in now for a steak night. We do 5 or 6 steak nights a year. There's one tonight, obviously. They're just setting up and getting everything ready. It's a bookings only thing. If you're interested, I'll put the dates up here of the next ones coming up. I'll let you know when the booking opens for the next one. We just book up to 100 or 120 people and that's it. We don't take any more than that. wee update on the solar farm application next door that I put out a wee video to encourage objections if you agreed with my points. First of all, thank you to everyone who put in an objection and then kind of made it a bit more aware. There was 25 objections before you guys all got involved, and now there was 325 or something like that. So hopefully it makes a difference. The deadline was the 4th of October there. So we'll see what happens after that. I'll keep you updated as we go. The courier got in touch with me to put a wee article together, and I also added onto the top of what I'd said in my video is that it's not the landowner's fault. And a few people commented on the video saying, oh, I've done a wee bit of my land like that, so I don't really agree with you. But I do agree with that. Like, it's not the landowner's fault. It's a position he's taken for the business to benefit the business, and he's had an opportunity and he's going down that route. I don't have any qualms against that at all. I think it's one of two things. It's either the issue of the ability to go down that route is there for prime agricultural land to be taken away for solar, or more the fact that it's not viable to be producing it for food to make a living off of the ground. That's what a few people commented, saying I put 20 acres away to kind of supplement my farm, and I have no qualms against that. That completely makes sense. The opportunity is there. You've taken it to benefit your farm. Also, that money's going back into agriculture. It's benefiting your farm, if you get where I'm coming from. But anyway, thank you very much to anyone who put in an objection and kind of shown the support towards hopefully stopping the full farm disappearing to a big old blanket of solar panels. Anyway, cheers. See you tomorrow.